inscribed in funeral clay. History is never written by those who've lost. The defeated must bear witness to our collective memory loss.
hi. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to work my own computer. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Spotify is off now. Hello, welcome. I'm doing something different again today. Well, or somewhat different. I've done it before, and whoopsie daisy. What am I doing? No. Sweetheart. Okay. I've done it before. I've been working hard. I had been working hard on my D&D character, and now I get to play her, Nemaya the Wood Elf. I'm going hopping around on the Witchlight Carnival at the moment, and now I want to go to the next game I want to play this year. Since I already got my D&D, now going, yes, dear, this is not gonna work for several reasons. But whatever. So what we're doing today is we are going to create my character for Vampire the Masquerade. And as I said before, I wanted both my first characters in these games to somewhat resemble what I do or like, or so it was a natural decision to not go with one of the general clans of Vampire the Masquerade, which is like, you know, everybody knows a Nosferatu. Let me try it again. Everybody knows a Nosferatu. Everybody probably heard of the Tremere and the Ventru and the Toreador and So there's like several well-known clans, and there's some that are lesser known. I've been digging around because I feel like whenever I start a new game, no matter what it is, if it's like an online game or a TT4T or anything like that, I want this first character that I'm ever to use to play this game to have a particular meaning, or like to be something very special. Because it is. It's like, you know, popping a cherry. Anyway, I have been fiddling around with and picked the clan that I felt fit me most, which is the Daughters of Cacophony. And before I go into where we're gonna get with that, I kind of want to give you. I had this already open before, and I'm just gonna go for the White Wolf wiki at this point because it's the easiest thing to do. So I'm not gonna just read you the entire wiki because you can read the freaking entire wiki. Go to whitewolf.fandom.com/wiki/daughters_of_cacophony. But as the name already suggests, daughters means that they are mostly comprised of beings of the female gender. There seems to be some exceptions to that, but that depends on clearly the vocal range that we're talking about. So there's like a special discipline or talent that that the Daughters of Cacophony do, and I'm wondering if this is actually in my card. Sweetheart, this is not gonna work for so many reasons. Oh, this is in German now. I'm gonna have to figure out what Melpony, if I spelled it right, if I said it right. Please correct me if I didn't. Melpomene. And that is a discipline that the daughters use basically by using their voice. They're singing and they're going to create certain effects. And I love this because A, I love singing. B, I already told the story about how I was like Lady Leiche when I was a kid. And they're like the best singers. And so there's like a question of where the Daughters of Cacophony originally come from. and it's a little bit of there is several different theories, and I kind of like to believe that both can be true, because mainly the theories go around deriving from the Malkavian or the Toreador clan. And to be honest, the way this clan is set up, I think it's something happened between those two. That's just my personal thing. You can read up on the entire history or any possibilities that there are, again, on the whitewolffandom.com page. So I'm not going to go into that. But first of all, what I like is that there's not many of them. Second of all, obviously the whole singing and voice thing, that and then they don't really like the Camarilla or the Sabbat, so they're somewhere in between, which mostly either throws them in I'm being not affiliated with anything, or affiliated with the Anarchs in some broader spectrum of some kind, depending on whatever the hell she gets herself into. So there's different histories and ideas of the origins, and I just mentioned my favorite one. Basically, they're using whatever main thing is around to their own advantage. So, thing is, the sweetheart, I wish you the Bane is interesting of this clan. Yeah, of course you can. Okay, the bane of this clan is basically that they hear voices. There's a constant noise and voices in their head, and I literally have this in real life because I suffer from a dissociative disorder and CPTSD. So that's where the Malkavian thing comes in as well. I love that. And the other thing is I literally have like a host of characters in the back of my head, and I also cannot filter when there's a lot of things going on. My brain can't filter, so all I hear is like a squabble of crap if several people are talking and there's noise. I hear sounds from really far away as loud and clear in a single as if it was right next to me, but if there's like a lot going on, it just turns into this big pile of crap. So I can totally, it just totally resonates with me. The whole Daughters of Cacophony thing just totally, incredibly, insanely resonates with me. I feel at home in that clan, and I believe if I were to be embraced, it would be by them. And if they think my singing is crap, I would end up with the Malkavians because reasons. So, I have my trusty little book here, and I'm going to change the view in a second. Hi, Ricymon? Is it Ricey or Ricky? I want to pronounce it correctly. Love having you here. I hope so far everything I said is correct and I haven't said any crap, and I don't want to say too much because I'm really new to the game. I discovered Vampire the Masquerade just recently for myself. Well, then it would be Ricymon. Ricymon? It's not making it any better! Jeez. Okay. I noticed something. A lot of the VtM accounts where I originally thought that they were all from the States end up being from Europe. So my hopes of actually being able to play her with people is going up. So, a little while ago, back then when I got really crazy about starting to play TTRPGs, I did both my characters, or I started doing both my characters for D&D and VtM. Yeah, I love that though. I'm wondering about how to pronounce the C actually more than the, like, is it? Yeah, I know. But you know what? I think that's because, Europe is the origin country. Or origin country is rude. Origin. Can't think of the word right now. I can't think of the word, but the area, Romania and the whole thing, flood, hello, and the whole cane thing happened like at the border continent. Thank you. Obviously. I only had a couple sips, so I don't know, maybe anymore. Okay, so she doesn't have a name yet. She doesn't have much yet, to be honest. And because I got a little bit lost on how to do it, I actually downloaded something from the Storyteller's Vault. And I just recently discovered that as well, and that is absolutely amazing. I love it. And I was daring enough. I wanted to check out the Becoming, the character creation supplement that is on the Storyteller's Vault. So I'm going to be using that, plus my character sheet as a PDF. I have to admit, though, it's been a while since I've been going into her, so honestly, I don't remember much. Gargoyles. Yes. But I think you have to call the Tremere about that. Okay, so I'm gonna just flip this around, and I hope I didn't do this wrong. Yes, I did. So, okay. So, I found this, and I hope it's worth it, because I didn't really look into it or anything, but I kind of want to go through that. It looks pretty cool, to be honest, and I love the Storyteller's Vault. So I'm just going to hop through this real quick, because, okay, so they're really going into it from the beginning, and darn, maybe I share first what I already have based on what I've done. Yes, Tyler. Yeah, there's just so much. Oh God, I could just keep on going. And this is what I love about the TTRPG aspect as well. You're playing it before you're playing it. You get to go and get into character and find that person. So I'm just going to pop up my character sheet real quick and share this. Because I don't think you can see this really well. So, in my character sheet, obviously she doesn't have a name. I put my name on there. I mean, usually it's Mara. I really don't care. I mean, go ahead and steal the name. I don't care. So, I don't have much yet. I went into the nature of things, and for some reason I chose Survivor because I guess I read into that already, and I found it interesting. And also the loner demeanor, because I think for me, if the Daughters of Cacophony have such low numbers, I feel like that also makes them distrustful of the other clans, or like at least not sure who they're gonna hook up with, or if they even want to be part of a coterie. So obviously she had to survive on her own somehow, and she's sort of like a loner. Thing is, I don't know if she knows her sire yet. And I went with the 13th generation, where it's like pretty far removed, but not all the way into Half-Blood. Like barely. And then again, I'm wondering if that actually makes sense, because if there's so few, there wouldn't be so many generations in between. So I'm still unsure about the generation that I want to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're loners because it's easier for them, partly because other clans fear them. Yeah, and I like that. To be honest, it's another one. It's like I'm like an offense is the best defense kind of person, so that goes along with it just rides completely along my thing. So I haven't really gotten into the chronicle concept thing either. And with the Cyrus, I find that quite hard because there's really not much information. And that would also, again, string in, obviously, with the generation. So I'm not quite sure where or how I want to go about that. So then I went to the attributes, and there again, I'm struggling a little bit. Obviously, I don't think, she needs much strength. She's got that somewhere else, but she needs dexterity and stamina because, if you're gonna I actually had some training in singing, and you have to be able to manipulate your body up to a point. Obviously, what is I really have not had much of that. It's just horrible. Your muscles. You have to be able to control your muscles in order to sing high and or long notes. It also doesn't have that much to do with your lung volume. I have asthma, so my lung volume sucks. But about how to, yes, absolutely, about what to do with your rib cage when you are taking the breath, and so there's quite a lot of stuff going on. So I went for mainly dexterity and stamina for both of those reasons. Social, obviously, clearly, someone that sings and might be a derivative of a toreador at some point. Charisma is just clearly, and then manipulation. And honestly, I didn't put that much into appearance because, yes, as a singer, you're supposed to be out there and, be eye candy or whatever, but you don't have to be. And I'm a little bit more on the punky gothy side, so eye candy is not necessarily something that I feel like is important. But at the same time, particularly those people that don't look the part, and if they're singing I'm still able to hit the high notes, and that usually then surprises people if you're walking up. So there's that. And then mental, I can't imagine having a really good perception if you constantly have a voice in your head, and I don't have a good perception in that sense. It's a little bit of a mix of things, I think. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, perception, I don't perceive much unless it's right there or a single thing. So I like to really put that in there because I know what I'm talking about, because this is my everyday life. So I put more into wits and some in intelligence because I believe that it's something that's higher than that. Okay. Down here now. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even remember how I did that. How did I end up choosing these? I don't know, but okay, fine. Okay. Going to talents. She might try to be alert, but again, with the perception and the whole thing, I don't think that's really her thing. Athletics, not necessary. If I'm already far away or something, if I can do things with my voice, and I haven't even really read up on what they can do, I'm just going with my sense of what's happening. I don't think she needs to be able to hop to places because, I got my voice. You can hear me. So there's that. That also then goes with awareness and brawl, pretty much in the same kind of thing. I wanted empathy because again, if she's proclaiming emotions with her voice, I feel like she needs to be empathic towards other people in order to be picking those things up and going into a back and forth play of that sense. So you have to have empathy. Yeah. Theater singers probably need athletics, but for me, it's like in the punky goth kind of range with some surprise notes in the back. I don't think I need athletics. I mean, in brawl, I mean, I could try to smash a guitar. I don't know. Something. But expression, obviously. Obviously, hello, she needs to be able to express herself. That's what she does. And same goes for intimidation, because I think that she needs to get her point across. And I think with that play with emotions, you have to be able to intimidate somebody. So there's that. Leadership. What does a loner need leadership? You know. Streetwise, I should have probably put more points in that now that I think about it, because she's a loner. And subterfuge, I mean, I still thought that was more important than some of the others. I don't know if sometimes it's useful. And then with the skills, okay, I mean, performance, obviously, survival, she's a loner. And then I still think stealth at some point is something that could come in handy. What are you doing? I hope it was my cat, not my goat. Okay. Well, whoever. Somebody's messing with my... Yeah, I do have some, actually. I know for a fact that there is a spirit living in this house. And I'm not sure who does what right now, but I think this one's the cat, because I've never seen the ghost open the cupboard. So yeah, drive is important. Should be at least... Open it or close it! You're driving me nuts! It's awful noise. I'm sorry. I don't know if you hear it in the background. It's this of the cupboard, of the squeaking of the wood. Yeah, and etiquette, because, you know, sometimes in certain... Yeah, I have a cat that loves to open everything that looks remotely like a door, and he's teaching the others. And I actually have one door here in the room that I have to lock and pull the key, because he's able to not only squish the handle, but also turn the key as he does so. It's the black cat. What a surprise. Yeah, so those are my skills. Acknowledges, I went with, what did I go with? This is interesting. I couldn't really put, I mean, yeah. I'll allow that, because he is. he is once more a bastard. Yeah. I went with computer because that's just something I know as well. I went with occult because that is something that I'm pretty sure interests her on her way, like through her gothy places. And science, because I find that quite interesting, as I kind of feel the same way on a personal level. Like I believe in science, and I believe that other things can be part of science. It's a bit complicated, like the ghost, for example. Yeah. So those are my abilities. Why can I not show my... It doesn't... Okay, fine, that doesn't matter. Okay, so then I'm going to the advantages. See, the Bane doesn't even show up on this page. Does it have to? I don't know. Okay, so discipline. I went with fortitude, obviously melpomene, and presence, because I've had several. There is a ton of science into singing. Yes, I guess it's just some of the. I mean, I'm not a trained singer per se. I've had some training, but I've also worked with speech therapists as I'm also a certified teacher, and I work with disabled children. So yes, there is a ton of science, and I mean, I love the whole anatomy thing to begin with. That's just, yeah, I just love it. So yeah, again, I don't even know where did I dig that up? What book did I go into? Well, like I said, I'm still sharing right now what I did here, and then I'll go back in and see what's actually going on here. I had mentor, because I felt like if I ever ended up finding another, I don't know, maybe not, we'll see, the alternate identity thing and resources, and honestly I'd have to look all three of those up again, what they do, so I don't know. See double income might be there. Common. Do you see traits? I'm working on a special ed teaching degree. Yeah, I maybe. I noticed that for a long time, not that much now because nothing is happening. My husband and I, we do also medieval reenactment, and like 80% of the medieval reenactors that I know are somehow in the educational or health system. I guess just because, you're interested in history, that kind of thing. And I think, yeah, maybe that is something there that, we just think alike. Like I said, it's like, I didn't even know the Daughters of Cacophony existed. It is. I just started going through. Will you just everybody stop for a second? I went through. I think I went through the White Wolf Wiki. That's what I did, and trying to learn those things. And I didn't know that there were so many clans, because what do you see? The typical clans that most of the online games. I mean, took me a while to figure out that they were half-bloods and stuff like that, but general, I don't think I've seen a stream yet with the Daughter of Cacophony. I know they have to be out there. I'm just missing them somehow. I mean, there's so many streams and there's so many, it's like, oh, I don't even know where to, it's just so hard to find stuff. So yeah, so I went with the, I'm pretty sure I went with the wiki. I also downloaded the core book from Storyteller's Vault. Sea Shanties by Night. I have not seen that yet, so yes, thank you. I love that. That is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. That is Sea Shanties by Night. I'm gonna write this down because oops. Shanties by. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Because I'd love to actually I'd love to see someone play that. Yeah, then the virtues. I went for conscience, conviction, because I still think that's like a strong trait for me. Like I try to make her as close to me as possible. Self-control, instinct, yeah. And courage. So there's that. Then on the bottom, I went with the humanity. I didn't want to go all the way down. I didn't want to go all the way up. Same with willpower. I could have made them both the same, but yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. So that said, this is how far I got with going through the wiki. And I want to do it right. And I noticed with the D&D character, I ended up doing so much more prep right before we started actually playing, because I realized what I had wasn't enough. I gave her a backstory then and all this stuff, and for me it's role-playing. I want it to be immersive. I want to be in that character, and that's why I chose those two characters being close to my character for me myself, because I find that the easiest to get into it. Because while learning the system, role-playing at the same time as something or someone totally different, my brain can't process. So I decided to go characters that are like me, and I'm learning the game systems, the basic game systems, and obviously I've learned a lot just by watching all the streams. I mean, that's how I fell in love. I didn't even know there was such a thing as Vampire the Masquerade until how did you find Vampire the Masquerade? How did you end up going, oh, this exists. This is amazing. I like this. I want to play that. I'm really curious about that. Because for me it was actually I just realized what it was. Vince Caso. Yeah, the LA, because I ended up LA by Night. I swear to God. I mean, yeah, vampires. Half the books back there are vampire stories. Obviously, there's also Anne Rice back there. May she be happy wherever she's haunting at this moment. And yeah, so there is a lot of fun stuff back there. And obviously, the original Bram Stoker, which is my absolute... I could devour this book. And Dracula. And what I loved about seeing the movie is like it felt like they picked so many pictures right out of my head. And I almost played in the theater. But unfortunately, because I spent so much time in the States with my husband, we lived in Louisiana, I couldn't get the British accent anymore, and I didn't get the role. What's her name? I forgot her name now. The redhead, the blonde girl, yeah. Anywho, that would have been so awesome. The movie, like I sat in this movie theater, and the only thing that pissed me off was that there was a lady that had brought her baby. Excuse me, why? And so that kind of ruined it for me, because the baby didn't like the sounds of the movie. So it started crying all the time. Yeah, and it was a little baby, like, I don't know, 2-3 months old. I mean, I'm pretty sure she knew at this point when she bought the tickets that she would be having this baby. Or the babysitter just said, yeah, poor us too, because it kind of ruined my experience. But that was a theater in Louisiana, so we're just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, this aesthetic and the whole idea of living forever unless you get caught or fuck up. And with that coming the question of how much meaning can you put into something like that, which brings you back and look at your own mortality again. So I love that concept. I love the whole concept. I find the concept of drinking other people's blood interesting. But obviously. Anywho, so yeah, I literally stumbled into Vampire the Masquerade by watching LA by Night because Vince Caso mentioned it when the guild reunited for their D&D streams, and I used to watch the guild way back then when Vince Caso was a little wee baby. And because I was a big World of Warcraft player, I beta tested in the States and stuff like that. So, and yeah, and then he was mentioning that he was in other things, and I was like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll watch that. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I stuck with it, and I unfortunately discovered it when there was already the 4th season going. So I only had like I mean, I could binge watch, but yeah, it was like a thing. Yes. The whole, what I love is, I know I'm getting a little bit sidetracked right now from actually creating her, but this is turning into a I Love Alabama Night stream, right? Just, I mean, the actors are so amazing, the stingers are awesome, and Jason as a storyteller, he dwarfs everybody else in that respect, and I just love the crap out of his storytelling. He does that in a way that you can tell that even the players are completely emerged into the whole thing and are with him, and you can envision all these things. I mean, obviously they're having all these wonderful things that are happening on set as they were going and growing, but he just makes it so easy to be there. I've watched a lot of other storytellers that are awesome as well. I don't want to put any, but this is like, I think he's still like kind of like it gives you an idea of what it can be. And I think that's great. And I got sidetracked. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this Vampire the Masquerade universe is just, I mean, I love it. Oh, I would love to do something like that. Yes. It's LARP with costumes and such. You know what's funny is when I play D&D, I dress up. I'm the only one. I got myself into character, and every time we're gonna be playing, I'm gonna be looking more like that character as we go on, because it feels so much more natural to act like that person, and I love that. So yeah, if I ever get a chance to play this character, I'm gonna be cosplaying the shit out of her. So I mean, then you wanna, at least with the games that we're playing right now, it's online, and we're doing video through Discord. Yes, absolutely. Who was I talking to the other day too? And they were like, so who knows? I mean, possibilities out there. There's so much time. But yeah, I love the role-playing aspect. So of course I'm putting a lot of thought into making the character, because obviously that's where I want to go. So coming back to that, so this thing here is pretty good, and this is amazing. It freaking literally guides you through that. Okay, I mean, I don't want to share all this stuff because I don't have the copyrights for it, and obviously, I want to make people, or to make sure that people actually go and buy that stuff, because this is just amazing. So what I'm gonna do right now is, okay, so what they're doing, Tyler, I love you already, is given several questions, just like a little bit how I did that with D&D Beyond for my other characters. So this is actually great. And I bought myself a completely black notebook because I found that quite fitting. If you know them, please let them know. Like I said, I don't want to share their entire work. That's why I'm gonna flip this in a second. I don't know if I can. And I'm gonna flip this back around right here, and now just to make sure that I'm not, because obviously this video is gonna be up, and I don't want people to, you know, take advantage of that. I want them to literally go and this stuff is worth it. And I saw that I can also get it as a book and stuff like that. It's just, I wanted to do this tonight, so the easiest way was to just buy the PDF. But tell them I'm gonna still buy. I don't know yet how. If things are available in book form, I'll go for the book form. Because I just love having things in my hand and in my bookshelf. So, but yeah, so I really want to use Tyler's guide here. So what we're gonna do is, but first I have to somehow, okay, I'm pulling this out of there. Oops. And how do we do this? I'm gonna make this bigger, so. Can we do this way? Yeah, so, all right. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. So, we have several questions. No, did I close it out? What am I doing? Okay, here we go. So, obviously, and I might still change stuff around on my character sheet as I go at that point. So maybe I should bring the character sheet back up. So we're gonna do that in a second. Me. And I'm gonna bring up, first of all, I'm gonna change my name here because I'm always Maraini on the online and it irks the crap out of me. So this is what we're doing. Okay, so there's the character sheet and I can change stuff on it, I think. Yep. Get up. So, I don't know about the name. We'll go there as we get there. So, there's that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be answering these questions. And I'm going to be writing my answers in my book to make sure that I got all the answers. And what I want, I can actually move it over here without you. Okay, this is wonderful. Well, okay. Well, okay. Obviously, we need to first figure out what that person or who that person was before they were embraced. And that will make some of the choices later on important. I love how Tyler also notes important things about safe play, because it is a horror game after all. By the way, the one more game I definitely want to play this year, and I don't know if I'm gonna get people to do that with me, is 10 Candles. So, okay, we're going back, and obviously I'm supposed to be figuring out what my upbringing was like, and I'm gonna make this about as close to the original thing as I can think of without getting too much into depth. So you have either erased myself because my parents were absent, or I was middle class and never wanted for much except for excitement. I didn't have a stable home, moved around a lot. I had helicopter parents. Oh, that is horrible. I was extremely spoiled. I lived in an unsafe environment. I was pressured to do well. I had separated parents and moved scapegoat whenever anything went wrong. I took care of an ailing relative. So, okay. We have several things that actually work. That is A. I lived somewhat in an unsafe environment, hence that's where the CPTSD comes from. And so yeah, that's I gotta write this. Okay. I'm actually gonna title this The Kind because looking good. I hope I can read that later. Does this dry so I can see it? Why is this so dark right now? I don't know. I hope. I thought it would be kind of like more of a whitish pen. I'm having a hard time here. Oh, you had helicopter. Yeah, I think it's like. Oh, that makes you so insecure. That is. I mean. Here we are. I mean, a teacher speaking. It's a horrible thing to have somebody constantly make sure that you're doing what they think is best. Yeah, the opposite of that is what my parents did. And that doesn't make one or the other worse or better. It still sucks. So, A. And I'm just going to put the numbers down as well because I think that'll help me. So, unsafe environment. Woman, can you write? No. Stayed away from home as often as I could. And that is actually true. I mean, technically, I could just say, okay, she has my background. Problem is, I have a lot of memory gaps. So, okay. And then we have... Well, actually, I would leave it at that. I mean, also I raised myself. Well, I had an older sister, so that doesn't count. That didn't make it better, but... Oh, God. Yeah, here we are. And this is where one aspect of role-playing games comes in. And I find that very important. And probably the part why these things came to be in the first place is when children play and pretty much all they do is role play, except if they play a board game or a puzzle or something like that, is to learn how to interact with others and how to become their own person. That's basically what they do, right? This is their work on becoming themselves. And particularly with people that haven't had a chance to probably do that as children, they seek to accommodate that need later on. So we keep role-playing. We do theater. We do other stuff. I mean, heck, I don't believe people when they say that they don't talk to themselves at home, because I'm pretty sure they do. And that's also already some form of, going into like an alternate thing, doing things that don't seem to be immediately real. So there's that. So the role-playing can be incredibly cathartic. And I don't know who said it. I don't want to steal someone's words right now. Yeah, there you go. That check. Yeah. Who said it? It said, I can act out also or practice difficult emotions within a safe environment, if it's within the consent of everybody at the table. So yeah, you your brain feels the need to do that at some point. And I think that's an inherently human thing to do. So I love this concept. And role-playing helps us practice things, situations, and emotions before they happen and actually cause a threat. And if you had a childhood where things felt like a threat, and I think helicopter parenting that falls in that, because you felt constantly, it makes you feel unsafe if someone constantly is making sure, like, yeah, it makes you insecure, it makes you feel unsafe on your own. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Gee, I'm just throwing these assumptions at you, I'm sorry. Or I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to put that together in, I don't know how to say that. So, there's no place to practice that. Either in that direction, or in my case, there was a lot of abuse situations, and then a sick sibling that ended up dying. And when do you get to actually practice that? You know, I mean, I had friends and I role played with them, but mainly what I role played there, thank you, it's all right, it's been a while. Well, it's not all right. I'm just ignore what I just said. I appreciate your concern. Thank you. This is what I should say. But the thing is, when I would be doing role playing as a kid, I mainly kind of like, I think, acted out my gender sexuality search kind of thing, and then let that be, and the rest kind of like it just got dug up. So yeah, I love the role playing now, and I love being able to do all that thing. And yes, even though, or maybe because of my upbringing kind of sucked in that sense, I'd love to do a 10 candles, because I don't know, it feels like those could be even worse things, you know? You always look for things to tickle that threshold, or to have a reason to act those feelings out. Because I think a lot of times, particularly with people with CPTSD, from the people that I've known from hospitals and stuff like that, where I've been in, is, God, I just lost my train of thought. Wonderful. Girls, shut up. Now I lost my train of thought, and I'm sorry, because one of my background person just keeps talking and she won't shut up. So, you know what? We're just going to keep on going. We had the upbringing of this daughter of Cacophony pretty much down. And because of that unsafe environment, she felt the need to express herself with song. And that's where, again, my story comes in. I used to write a lot of music, and I used to sing a lot back then already. And as a matter of fact, before I got pregnant at 17, I was part of a band. Thank you. I love you already. This is why I'm the note-taking kind of person to play with. I swear, I think this is my notebook for Nehemiah, the wood elf, and I swear, it feels like I'm one of the few or only person that actually takes notes. And whenever the GM mentions something about the previous session, it seems like I'm the only one that knows a name or knows what we actually did. So, but this is, that comes out of the necessity, because otherwise I wouldn't know crap. As a matter of fact, I record our sessions just to make sure I understand what was going on in the session before I actually rewatch what we did. I'm thinking of gifting these notebooks. I believe this one was I love Etsy. I love the crap out of Etsy for so many things. And this notebook actually is completely, I'd have to find, I'm gonna tweet the maker's information, because what they're doing is amazing. This is handmade. I don't know. So it's got hooks here. Got hooks you can open. Then this is real leather. This is completely real leather. And then this is my wood elf. I know we're getting sidetracked again. I don't care. It's my stream. I can do whatever the hell I want. And then this is literally hand sewn, and you can see. Oops. Yeah. There goes my spell cards. Here you can see it right here, like on the inside here. It's literally hand sewn, and you can see it from the outside as well. And it's just, there's so much intricate detail on this thing. I want to actually make one like this for the next character. And now that I got like an idea of what it looks like, I'm actually gonna try doing that, because I've been doing a lot of leather work for the medieval reenactment, and I made some writing equipment. So I think I should be able to fairly, I wouldn't say easily or simply, but I should be able to recreate it. I want to do the next one myself. But yeah, I'll share, I need to write that down as well. I'll share the information about the people that make the notebook. And I have to actually dig this one out as well, because this one was nice. It came with the actual pencil that you can write in with. So that is kind of cool. I'm not sure where I got this one from. But yeah, this one is that's the balls. So yeah, I'll share that after the stream. So, whoops. Okay, we're back. I still don't have a name for her. I don't know. Nemaya came easy. This one, I don't know, because yeah, that's different. That's just like a fantasy name, and here we're talking about a person that actually existed before they were turned. So we're looking at something. Ooh, go down. Thank you. It's something else. So let's go to the next page. Here we have what sort of incident had the biggest impact on your life. Ooh, I have several. But they're talking about the biggest impact in your life, and that is actually, okay. Well, she grew up in an unsafe environment. I would somewhere, well, obviously, there's like 3 things that smile at me from that page. That is, one is a mental breakdown, but that wouldn't be the biggest impact on her life. That would be just a result out of the previous. So let's just not, it's just the other ones. Like I said, I'm not going to read everything, and I'm not going to share everything, because it makes people like, oh, okay, she just did the whole book. I don't want to do that. I want Tyler to have a credit. And as a matter of fact, can you credit things in the description, right? You can credit things on Twitch and YouTube. Well, on YouTube, I know where to do it. I'll find it on Twitch. Okay, so, gee, I keep forgetting that I'm on Twitch. I can literally, well, it would probably take too much to dig that out right now. Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, let me see real quick. I might be able to just dig that out real quick for you. Yeah, I hate that. I hate using English words for... Okay, the black one I got from eBay. I can link that in the chat. I mean, I'll link the seller, and it should be, and then you should be able to see what they have at that point. And the other one, okay, nope. Oh no, that was eBay too. It wasn't Etsy, it was eBay. The other notebook was eBay as well. Okay, I'll share that seller with you. Alright. Oops. Duh. This is Twitch. I can do that. Why am I making it so complicated? You're welcome. I was like, duh. Duh. And like I said, you can then look through what the seller has to offer and see what they got at the moment. Because I don't know about the black one, but I mean the other one is handmade, so I don't know how many of those they have and how they're doing that. Okay. So. And as a matter of fact, the next thing, because if people rewatch, they will see the chat, right? So I am definitely gonna Storyteller's Vault. And where do I find what I... No, my library. There we go. And how do I share that here? Okay, so. Oh, you already linked the supplement? Where did you link it? Gee, I must have missed that. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just missed that. Why is it not showing up for me? It is not showing up for me. I might have had to let that happen. I'm gonna relink it just to make sure it gets out. And I might have to look into my chat settings. Because yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that as well. Sometimes Twitch just is not cooperating proper. So yeah, I want to make sure that that goes out and that people see that, and if they're interested in it, that they can click that and buy that and yes. Oh yeah, they only have it as PDF. Okay. All right. Cool. To be honest, it's worth way more than that. So I'm gonna. You should be able to. I'll figure that out. How to. Well, they got another one. Yeah, the gargoyles, and there it says pay what you want. So I think I can even out the contribution, but I have to see how big that one is just to make sure it's okay and it's alright and that they have what they deserve for their work, because that looks like a lot of work and I'd like to appreciate it. So, but yeah, so wait, this was childhood. I forgot to write that on top. Then we have incident with biggest impact. And that would be there somewhere between the... I'd say, I mean, they got traumatic accident there. I would just turn that into traumatic incident, because that could be anything. And the important death. So she's getting 2 here. I'm making dots here, because otherwise okay, so that is 5. And what did I say? an important death. So there's that. And then we go further on. How did that affect her? Good question. There are some really good ones in there. Oh boy. I love, that's another thing. I love how they actually, they looked at these possibilities and what they did. That is lovely. I just love the whole thing. Well, I would say it radically changed. No, that's not true though. No. Find a new religion. Well, develop some bad habits. That is for sure. But also, it also caused her to make some poor decisions. Because that's what those things do. Okay, poor decisions. Why am I writing the entire sentence now? I was just gonna go with points, but it's alright. Okay, so what did she do for a living? Okay, well, we have either business, law enforcement, government, medical, unemployed, academics, media, self-employed, blue collar, spiritual. Well, that's a toughie. Okay. I think at this part I should get a little bit okay. I don't think she'd be a business, no. And neither is law enforcement because of all those bad choices that she made. And government would pretty much fall out of question there as well. So there's like, I mean, yeah, this is where I'm gonna switch a little bit and go to where I think I would have wanted to go, which actually literally would be singer, voice actor, and actress at that point, because back then that's what I actually wanted to be. And then people tell you you're supposed to get a real job. So or no. I'm going to change it around again. Because technically, I mean, I ended up becoming a teacher because I could do all those things within that profession. And so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, also, that's the thing, and I almost ended up working at the theater or learning at the theater as a seamstress. After I wanted to be then I said, okay, if I can't be, if people think that that's not like a real profession, I actually wanted to then build the stage. Bühnenbildner. I don't know the English word for it. And my boyfriend at the time, his mom worked at the theater and she was a makeup artist. And they were looking for an apprentice in the seamstress area. And I said, no, I want you to be in the end. Yeah, come to think of it, at the end I ended up sewing tons of historical costumes for my medieval reenactment. And I could have just done that. So there was that. And I probably would have somehow ended up doing what I wanted to do anyway. Because you just meet people that are in the genre and in that whole circus, and I would have ended up knowing enough people that would get me where I want. But no, I was a little bit pouty. Let's put it that way. So that hindsight is, yeah. But I love that because I love that also for the character, because the character, it's this yearning for that outlet that she can't really have, and that frustration that comes with it, and always bouncing in sort of like the directions but not really going there, and at the end like having like being like entirely fed up. And I'm actually at that point right now where I'm saying like, screw everything, I'm dropping everything, I let me refocus the whole thing. And just as that happened, no, she was stuck in her profession as a teacher. I'm gonna have her stuck. Yes, I have the perfect backstory idea here. Bing! Okay, she was a teacher, because I know how to be a teacher and what their issues are, and she was frustrated in it. Like, you know how parents can be with the teachers and how the kids nowadays can be with the teachers, and she had something totally different in mind, and she's like an arts and music teacher, and she wanted to do all this stuff with the kids, and it's just not working, and she's really frustrated and pissed off. And that's when she gets embraced, and she actually sees her embrace as the door to finally getting to be who she is. I love this story. I need to play her. There's just no way. I just gotta play her. Well, let's keep on going, because Tala actually has a couple more things that we can do here. So, that's an interesting question. Where'd she spend her Saturday nights? Okay, Saturday nights. Out and about looking for trouble. That would pretty much, yep. I know that sounds a little bit like a brouhaha at this point. But you know, there's like a touch of that in there as well because of the goth punk thing. So, Saturday nights. Out and about looking for trouble, causing it too. I mean, there really the art is not to get caught. Whenever I get caught, whenever I got caught, it was for something that I really actually didn't do. So, and for what I did, I made sure I wouldn't get caught. So, people already kind of knew when I got caught. Just that one time, oh my god. I'm sitting in class. I gotta tell the story quick. Wait, looking for trouble. I'm sitting in class. I think it was 8th or 9th grade. And that was like my high punk goth phase, switching back and forth depending on who I was seeing. And the door opens and there's 3 police officers coming in. And these police officers walk straight to my desk, and my math teacher, who's always had like his problems with me, sitting there, and he's like, yep, there they go. I knew that they were going to go straight for her table, and they're going to my table, and they pick me up, and they're saying, you have to come with me. And all the other kids in the class were like, what? And I'm like, I have no clue. I really have no clue. I don't know what I did. So they dragged me out, and I noticed that they dragged 2 other girls, mind you, out of the other doors from some other classes. And we got dragged to the police station, and we were interrogated there about a writing on the... We had like a day of the open house at school. And I mean, there's like hundreds, literally thousands of people walking through the building. But somebody sprayed crap on the walls, and they made fun of the what is it, like the second head teacher, like the, and I mean, I totally agreed with the sentiment that what it said on the wall. Because they were talking about the same teacher that almost got me expelled for rebelling against the institution. But like a half a year before that. So I guess that's why they figured I had something to do with it. But there was like crap sprayed all over, and obviously insults and not very nice words. And they thought it was me and this other girl. And yeah, how dare I rebel? I don't know, man. I mean, my dad supported me on that one. That's a whole different story. I should just make streams about life stories. Anyways, so literally I spent like 3 hours there at the police station being interrogated about this whole crap. And we were supposed to have off after that after that last period that we had, that I was sitting in. So I got home late. And at that time, I mean, my parents were between, we have no nerve to deal with her. But when we do deal with her, we need to be firm kind of part. What's going on? I don't know. Even though it was after they've been searching with the police for me, and yeah, it was weird. So, like, after one time I ran away. So, no, it was before I ran away. That's why they were so upset. Later on, we fixed that, and then I could do whatever the fuck I want. But that was before I ran away, so it was in 8th grade. And they were like, ah! And then I told them what happened, and my dad just went to school and basically just tore that head teacher apart, that he ended up apologizing to me in front of the entire school when we had an assembly. And my dad was a like a biker. So he walked in there with his biker jacket, the leather jacket, and the jeans thing on top, the cutter, and all his weaponry that he was wearing, and his hat, and then he walked in there and he just tore that dude a new one. And I loved that. I mean, I was literally the student that everybody hated of the teachers, or they thought, I don't know, I think they saw me as a challenge or something, whatever. And then my dad just walked in there like that, and I loved it. It was just amazing. And that is a story that one of the stories that I told on my dad's funeral, because it's just where those stories belong. So, yeah. So, of course, this character is a troublemaker at the same time. So the virtues, and I had conscience, conviction, self-control, instinct, courage, and conscience and conviction high, courage high, and self-control and instinct low, which would go with what I was just talking about. What kind of school did I go to? It was like, the German school system, because that would make it easier for everybody that doesn't know the German school system, because I know there's people that are watching this after it is live or watching it on YouTube. It's somewhere between high school and college kind of thingy. It's Realschule, and it's for the semi-smart kids. It's not for the all the ones that should do that want to learn hands-on stuff, but not the ones that want to go all the way to academics either. Somewhere in between. And I was in a class with only 18 other people we were 18 in total, because I chose subjects that interested me, which was math, physics, science, and stuff like that. That were only 4 other girls in there, and the rest was boys. And we learned to program the basic language on computers that were half the size of the room. So Oh no. That is, I went to Realschule. Um, I don't know if you know if you know the German school system. Yeah, there you go. Then I don't have to explain it again to you. You know what I'm talking about. And I went to math and physics and computer classes. So that was my thing. And then I ended up becoming a teacher, like a not like a teacher, but like a kindergarten after school program teacher. So yeah. So my virtues, her virtues. Gee, what are her virtues? I had 2 years of French. And I had an A. And I know literally one sentence. Or 2 or 3. And now comes the sad part. My mom's French. Or at least she grew up in France. Let's put it that way. She's not French. She grew up in France. So until she was 11 years old, she only spoke French. Not that she taught her children that. I keep telling her that. That is just something that is not right. I mean, the reason I had an A in French was because we were able to talk to each other during the tests. So, so what does this girl value most? And like I said, I had conscience, conviction, courage. So we have some other things here. Somewhere between, okay, what does she value most of these 10? I mean, the cool thing is, and this is what I love about this, and this is, I think, where I had it as a Wahlpflicht then too, and then I just skipped it then, and then I think I did typewriting in biology. And the funny thing is we had typewriting after biology, and in biology we would go to all the breweries. I grew up in a town that had 12 private breweries, so we learned how to brew beer and how to distill schnapps from beer. And of course we tried it, so by the time we got to the typewriting class, we were all fucked up. Fun times. Oh boy. Yeah, just to mention an aspect to all the people that are watching this, coming back to Tyler's book here. All these things have numbers, and I could have just taken my dice and always looked, okay, so here they had, I think is it always 10? I think it's always 10. Okay, so I could have just dug out a D10 and just say, okay, instead of trying to figure this out for her, I'm gonna roll the entire character. This is what I love about this. Because you can just go there, grab your D10. Who are we taking today? Oh no, we're doing, come here. Grab your D10. Find your D10, woman. This is technically very different. I can't see shit here. Where are we? Yeah, I'm throwing them all around. Why do I... That's a D8, sweetheart. Why do I not have... No, this is a D10. What am I doing? I don't have my glasses here. This is wonderful. So yeah, you can grab your D10 and roll for this. Task 1, find D10. Found D10. My task 1 should have been find glasses and then go from there. But hey. Found my D10. Hooray. And yeah, so technically, you know, if I could just go and say, we're rolling for this. Oh God, my cat sleeps in this thing. Look at this. Look at this. You know what I think? She thinks I bought that just for her. She sleeps in this so much. And then I have this in here and I have this in here because of the Dungeons and Dragons playing right now. And what she does is she shoves herself in between these two things and puts her head there, and then she rubs her head there just to make sure that, she utilizes all the grooming abilities. I wanted a black one because I love the black. Anywho. Yeah, I got one of those things. Oh, let's try that. I don't know if that works. Where is it? Where are you? I'm just knocking crap over left and right here. Why? Where is that thing? Where is that thing? Huh? Oh, yeah. Where'd you go? I think I'm just gonna have to roll on there without it because I can't. Okay, this is just, I don't know. It's kind of sucky because I mentioned that dissociative disorder. I sometimes have at least one person popping in instead of me, and then I don't remember what happened, and they just move crap. They also insult people and make them cry, and they don't want to tell me where they put it. So there's that. Whatever. Then we're just gonna roll. So okay. So I have my D10, and I have each page you can see in the book has 10 things. Yeah, we're trying to communicate. It's interesting, and that's why I think I'm definitely somewhere at least remotely related to Malkavians. But still much closer at heart with the Daughters of Cacophony. So I'm gonna just roll this and see what it pops up. So they always have 1 to 10, and then whatever answer there might be. So let's see. A6, beauty. See, that is something that I really don't want to choose for her. Yeah, it just fits better. And I think that with the singers and in particular if like I want my character to also be the songwriter, what I've been doing basically, and that creativity and again that playing with emotions and stuff like that is not so much. I feel like it's definitely more marked than Toreador. Obviously there is this here I am and look at me part to it, but at the same time I think you can be a Daughter of Cacophony without being like as the Germans say, a Rampensau. Which means that you always have to be on a stage for some sort. I don't think you need to do that. So yeah, again, beauty is not really something that I wanted her to. Nah, we're not gonna go with that. So I'm still gonna choose this, and for her it's knowledge. Well, you heard it now. Oh, look. Twitch did not tell me that was a bad word. Okay. So, but yeah, you can go and actually, right now I have these dice in here, but I'm thinking of either putting my Vampire the Masquerade dice in there, or... But these are so pretty, and they oops, here we go. And they look so good in it. Or, I know Twitch isn't German, that's why I can get away with it. Actually, I'm also starting 3D printing right now, and still calibrating, still fiddling with it. But my plan is to make a sarcophagus dice box for my VtM dice, and then obviously making my own at some point. So I have my own books. So alright. So yes, she values knowledge the most. Am I gonna write on the other side? No, I kind of like this better. So, oops. Sorry. Values, knowledge. Because we're going back to the sciencey thingy. Yeah, there's cool ones out there. I don't know if I should make my own or if I should just grab an STL that already exists. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm still calibrating because I'm still not happy with the test prints at this point. I'm glad that by now my 3D print actually prints 3D and not only 2D, because I've been doing that for 2 days before. It just been, and it didn't stick to the plate. Figured out what the problem was for that. Sticking to the plate now, but the exposure times suck right now. So, values knowledge the most. So, we're going to the next page. Who are your touchstones? Okay, this is interesting. So, wait. I need to read this real quick. Do you know Tyler personally? Because I'd like to ask him why on earth they only charge that little. It makes no sense. There's so much work that went into this. This is worth a lot more than what I paid for right now. They should put up the price. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it. They should put up the price. Okay. So, you have mortals that act as moral guideposts. So, for every conviction and subside. Oh, yes! Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I am able to message them. I'm gonna let them know because boy, this is yeah. What? Come here. Sir? Come here, Grumpy. Grumpy Grandpa, come here. Say hi. Say hi. This is Bluey. He is gonna turn 17 this year. And he can be a bit right? You have your moments. Give me a kiss. Go boop. Bluey. 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 Go boop. Boop. Yeah, okay, well at least. Good boy. So, yeah. Grumpy old man. So, I'm gonna roll for this. Okay, we're gonna roll for this. Touchstone being a mortal? Yeah. That reminds me of my conviction. The thing is, though, I only chose one right now. Okay. No, wait. The conviction. Am I missing something right now? Well, I'm just gonna roll for that and then see, because what that principle means to you. Yeah, no, it's the virtues, right? Remember to put country first. No. That's what you value the lesson they provide. Okay. Let's just roll this right now and see how that plays out later. So, 3, a co-worker. Okay, so we're just gonna put this down. Touchstone for conviction. Co-worker. Like I said, we'll see how that plays out. The aesthetic. Personal style is very important, I guess. She is I would give her the gothic look. Somewhere between gothic and punk. Sorry, she's gonna have to. Plus, it's gonna be easy for me to cosplay her because obviously I have that crap laying around. So that was easy. Next, my Haven's vibe. Okay. Yeah, the Haven is really important. I mean, this is where she goes and rests for the day, so. Yeah. I mean, just looking at... Yeah, so do I. I think I need to see cosplay for someone. Like I said, I'd love to. We can make something work. I see that already in the making. I would say cluttered is the vibe that my Haven gives off, clearly. Yeah, yeah. But then again, there's always a little there's a little bit of creepy in there because A, I literally live with a ghost, and second of all, then there's like things like this just hanging out here. So sorry. The skull's name is Alex. I'm just saying. Don't you wish? No, it's not. I wish it was. I wish it was. That would be hard to get. But I literally have 2 dead cats and a little bit of a dead person in this house. I could have just said it was a real one. Oh, around Halloween, not around Halloween, on Halloween, I went downtown completely dressed as, yeah, somewhat what partially my character probably would look like. But I left the teeth out and I had to wear the mask, obviously, so I kind of, it gave off more like a witch vibe. And then I took him with, and Zero, we is sitting back there somewhere from Nightmare Before Christmas. Went downtown, scared the kids, made them grab into my bag in the hopes that they get candy. And a lot of adults were scared too. Nobody recognized me because I was also wearing a mask. I think you can see it somewhere on my Twitter. I have it up. So there's like an idea of where we're gonna go with that. But so yeah, it's Cluttered Haven. It's somewhat mismatched, but also creepy and dated. What are you complaining about? What do you need, sweetheart? What do you need? What? I'm not turning on the fire right now. I'm warm. Thank you. You want to sit on the chair before the fireplace? There's not enough wood there anymore. I have to get some more wood. If you wanna come cuddle, come here. Come on, come here, and just be here. But just it's all I can do. All right. So. How did my embrace turn out? And I'm actually gonna roll for that as well because I like the options, and I that is something that would be out of my control to begin with. So we're gonna roll for the embrace. This is important, sweetheart. We're gonna roll for the embrace. Okay? Are you with me? Tell the dice to do a good job. Did you just sneeze? There we go. Yes, thank you. Here. Okay, that's dice with cat cuddle. That's like literally the best thing. I can't even see the kitty now. There. So, cat cuddles, dice. Okay. That is a 6. It was a hit and run. Oh, my sire wasn't there when I woke up. Wonderful. So I don't even know who it was. Is it something typical of the Daughters of Cacophony? Well, maybe they got interrupted and they had to leave. Because I think as far as I read, here, where was this? Oh boy. Yeah, the daughters child are taught for years by their sires. Like, literally, you can't see what I'm... Okay, so something went wrong. Something just went wrong. So, because obviously I just rolled this, and we're gonna leave it. So, the embrace. Hit and run. Don't know her sire. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like their intent is to teach their young, which would make it even trickier. And for her as a character, but for me as a player, it makes it easier because it leaves things open to develop. I actually did kind of like same thing with my D&D character, where I had her lose her parents quite early, and she doesn't really know much about her heritage or her upbringing, what it means to be a wood elf. And so she's just kind of like been piecing things together as she was alone. And then, so as me as a new player, I don't have to know all the lore. I can just, because when I get into it, I want to be able to have the lore. I want to be able to play the character the way it's meant to be played. So, yeah. Yeah. So, they got somehow interrupted and something happened. So there's, and I love this because there's always like the story component of that, then trying to figure out who that was, and whoever is storyteller and whatever story you're in could add some of that. And I just love how the whole story and the personality gets built from there. Love it. Yes, I think that's fun. I think, yeah, playing a Tsumitsu Saber Pack and let the ST basically run wild, because that is just, yeah, it just happens from there. And I think, oh, this gotta be so interesting with the Tsumitsu, because there's so many aspects to that. That is insane. I love that. Yeah, we're yeah, basically like the Annabelle approach, if you want to use that reference. So, what's your relationship with my sire right now? Well, the thing is, if I don't know my sire, then I don't have a relationship, because, yeah, duh. I don't know who they are. with my sire. That's easy. Ooh, yeah. Well, the predator type. Well, that wouldn't it just make her a siren by default? I mean, isn't that like the best way to... Oh, this is awesome. Oh god. Oh, that looks like fun. Oh, what a great turn. What a great turn of events. Turns out the person I thought was my sire isn't their killer, basically. Ooh, there's so much. Oh, there's so much betrayal going on. I love it already from a story perspective. That is beautiful. That is so freaking beautiful. You don't know what you want today. Do you know that? Amazing. Amazing. So I have to look up the predator type though. Page 175, 78 of the core book. Okay, since I also downloaded the core book, because obviously I felt like I needed that. Oh, crap. Too many credits. Open it in, thank you. So, what did I say? Page 175, 178. Thank you, Tyler, also for the references, because that makes it easy. Whoops, that's too far. 178. 178. Where's 178? 178. 179. 178. What? 175. 178. 175. 178. Okay. Yeah, there's the convictions too that I'm gonna... But it's not the virtues. Are the convictions the virtues? No, V5. I'm playing her in V5. At least that's what I got the core book for. So that's what I'm working on. Now I'm wondering if the paper that I'm using here is V5 or V20. Actually, I don't know. Oh god, I see it. Yes, I didn't even notice. It literally says that on top. Darn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to read. But didn't I get a character sheet for that in the... Hold on. Oops. Yeah, that's why I'm having trouble. Oh, yes, please do so. I would love that. Thank you. That would be great. You still haven't told me if the C is pronounced like a K or a Z. Is it Ritzi or is it Riki? Help me out on that one. I still am not able to pronounce her name right, and that bugs the crap out of me right now. Okay, Rikimon. Okay. Thank you. Sweetheart, what is it? Why are you complaining? What can I help you with? I'm just gonna be going a little bit longer and then we're done, okay? Okay? Just a bit longer. And then you get treats, alright? I know you want treats. You want treats? Yeah. Okay, so. Now it makes sense. Now I know how to pronounce it for sure, because I know how to pronounce Ricarda. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I see I'm gonna need the other. Yes. Obviously, that's contradicting if I'm trying to make a Well, I can still look up the predator type real quick, because obviously that's something I just got. Okay, where's the predator type? Alley cat, beggar, blood leech, cleaver, consensualist, Osiris, celebrity, no, salmon, stealth and discipline, defeat from speaking, wicked, farmer, ooh, nah. I still love the siren thing for several reasons, but okay, well, scene queen. No, that's no. You know what? I want her to be a siren. I still want her because of the backstory that I can literally put that backstory in the back of my head. I don't have to put it on the table because, again, consent. But this unstable home environment that I was in, it would foster something like that. And I think she's a siren. And so, yeah, I'm going to need the other character sheet, obviously. So, clan. See, that's the thing, is like, yeah. These are the core clans, obviously. Well, yeah, first of all, aesthetic of the name, and then yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, obviously, Tyler has the core clans in here, which are the ones that I had mentioned before, that when a lot of people just hear VtM is what pops to mind, like the Toreador, Nosferatu, Bruhar, the Tremere, the Ventro, and the Malkavians, and then they have Gangrel. I like how 10 is roll again. And the Caitiff. And as far as I understood, Caitiff is either people or kindred that are not affiliated with any clan or don't know their clan. Which means that they could have some of their original clan attributes or not at all. So, oh yeah, and the Thin Bloods. So, obviously, she is a daughter of Cacophony. That is so clear. And that has to obviously end up in here. Oh, this is, oh, thank you, Tyler. This is wonderful. So, in the appendix, or like, literally like a sample worksheet, and oh my God, this is beautiful. Okay, so again, Tyler, if you rewatch this, or I don't know, I have to write something to them. This book is amazing. It was incredibly helpful. I have a much clearer picture of where I'm going with her. Thank you, Ricky Mon, for noticing that I have the wrong character sheet. Because I would have sat at home, if I wouldn't have done this on stream right now, I would have sat at home and not even have that on my thing. I would have not seen it, and I would have just kept going like, why is this the why, and what am I doing here? And I love that that you helped me out with that, because obviously somehow I ended up, I don't know why I picked that one. I think because I had another one and it didn't print out or something like that, and I ended up going with that one without even realizing that it was the different version. Me. Because I I yeah, I wanted to stick with V5. And I mean, I guess at that point, is that what happens? It pops. It's the first thing that pops up when you Google, probably, because I was looking for something that I could do on the computer. Well, like I said, this book made it so much more fun and easier to do that. Did I get the link on Twitter? Let me see. Thank you. That looks more like it. I hope nobody saw. I thought that went so quick. I didn't realize I still had that page open. But yes. 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 This is different. Yeah. Because also I was looking, it's like, where's the pain? Where's the the compulsion and all that stuff? Yeah, I just open it right now just to look at it. Okay. Much better. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I appreciate that so much. Okay, that's wonderful. I love the gender things. Where was I today where I was... What did I have to fill out? And it didn't even give me another option besides male and female. But it's... So yeah, where's my acrobat? Oh boy. Well, this is wonderful. I think I'm gonna go into details next time, because now it's 7 o'clock and it's 7 o'clock here, and I'm gonna finish this and end this. And again, thank you, Ricky Mon, for helping me out that much, because you were a lifesaver and a lifesaver, and so is Tyler, who made the book. And I'd like to urge, or well, not urge, but let people know again. Go to the Storyteller's Vault. Find your stuff there. If you don't want to buy the books, come on, will you open? Come here. And if you want to have a fun, quick, and easy way, without even thinking about the character, you can roll all the attributes and everything using Becoming a V5 Character Creation supplement. Love it. That was easy. I have a much clearer picture, and I know I can get into it next time much easier and faster. And yeah, maybe at some point I'm gonna go back and actually play Vampire the Masquerade, what's it called? Gee, already forgot. Nah. Pewter game. I'll get there. So thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me out. Tyler, thank you for making this wonderful supplement that is so easy to use and is available on Storyteller's Vault. I wish you a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful lunchtime, a wonderful evening or a night, or wherever the hell you are on this planet or not. And I hope to see you soon. So with that, if I find it now, I love it, I love it, I love it. Bye. I still got my sound on.
Temple of love.